to General Bhatia first. Now, do you see this as being a potential one-off incident in a localized area of Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh, or would you zoom out and potentially link this with all the internal domestic security turmoil that Xi Jinping has been dealing with in an attempt to potentially create a distraction using the rules of national security to rally people behind the Chinese Communist Party? General Bhatia.
Rahul, I think this is something which has happened in Yangtze more often than not.
Okay.
That's not new. The only thing is that after Galwan, because of good retaliation, effective retaliation by the Indian troops, we had not seen any escalation. So this is about 2.5 years after Galwan that we see some escalation. But Yangtze has always been a trouble spot. There have been claims and counterclaims there. And year on year, if we find that this has been a regular feature there, once or twice a year it happens. And but the fact remains that
Can you give us more specific details? You're saying, and even General Narasimhan said the same thing before you, that this is frequent in this area. What is it specifically about this area near Yangtze which leads to such frequent occurrences?
These are perceptions. The line of actual control is a line of perceptions. So the PLA perceives that it is their area, and to lay claims, they often come to Yangtze, and there's a place out there which is the West Wall. They come, they want to cross that, and that's our area. We are very firm out there. We don't let them cross that, and so there's a shoving and pushing which does take place. We still have the BBM in place. It is held on. We have to realize that these contested LAC will continue for some time. We have to be firm. The no blinking, no brinkmanship has been a good philosophy, a good answer. We've always followed that. And the PLA understands that. PLA understands the sense. And like you rightly said earlier, these are high altitude areas. The temperatures are very low and the tempers are very high. And when they come with a particular aim of crossing over and taking some photographs to show to their bosses that they have laid their claims out there, and we don't allow that. So that is how it happens, and it's been a traditional area. It's not nothing new.
Shiv, Aroor has some exclusive details of what went down in the Yangtze area of Tawang. Shiv, 300 PLA soldiers apparently came in. That's a big number. It's not a small detachment, a routine patrol. This seems to be a force mobilized with some purpose.
Rahul, as is usually the case, when one hears about clashes of this kind, it wasn't one sort of uniform formation of 300 troops that apparently arrived. It happened over a period of time. There were different, groups of soldiers who actually clashed in this manner. There were injuries on both sides. The Indian side had basically challenged the Chinese side when they, went towards an area that had been mutually agreed they cannot patrol in. This is the detail that we're getting, on the foothill of that mountain that they wanted to patrol. There were raised voices, a lot of, hostile gesturing, as is pretty common during, one patrol following another, like many of the generals sitting with us will attest to, because I'm sure they've seen it themselves as well. In this particular case, either a stone was thrown or a punch flew. The first aggressive act happened on the Chinese side, and then the Indian troops kind of pounced on them. And we're told there were, and the other media reports also corroborate this, that there were more injuries on the Chinese side because the Indian side had the initiative. They had backup in that area as well. The saving grace, however, Rahul, is that the disengagement happened pretty quickly. The actual skirmish happened for just about 20 to 30 minutes is what we're told, and then there was a complete pullback. The troops went back, and then there was a flag meeting by the local commander just a few hours later. So no casualties of any kind. We're told, we have a confirmation that there were no hand-to-hand weapons or melee weapons like were used during the Galwan clash, if you remember, which was a total violation of the border peace protocol between the two sides as far as patrols are concerned. So that's what we know so far, Rahul.